En als vierde man in de line-up met rug nummer 16, eerste honkman, Jesus Ustati. Nummer 5 in de line-up met rug nummer 14, rechtsvelder, Lester Galvan. Als nummer 6 aan slag met rug nummer 10, linksvelder, Daniel Jiménez. Als nummer 7 in de line-up met rug nummer 11, aangewezen slagman Wander Encarnacion. En als nummer 8 met rug nummer 1, tweede honkman Leo Rodriguez. Als nummer 9 met rug nummer 29, catcher Juan González. En de aanvoerder van de verdediging met rug nummer 34, pitcher Carlos Sierra. Rest van Team Spain, please line up and present yourself. En ik ga nu voorstellen Team Kingdom of the Netherlands. Allereerst de coaches, de manager Evert-Jan Toen. En zijn teams Sidney de Jong, Michael Duursma, Jacob Rockwell, Nick Stuifbergen en Ben Thijssen. En dan de line-up van Team Kingdom of the Netherlands als eerste aanslag met rug nummer 18, de derde honkman Stijn van der Meer. Als tweede aanslag aangewezen slagman Joeri. Als derde aanslag met rug nummer 50, de rechtsvelder Roger Bernardina. Als vierde aanslag, eerste honkman met rug nummer 41, Eugene Helder. Als vijfde aanslag met rug nummer 7, de tweede honkman Dwayne Kemp. Als zesde aanslag met rug nummer 12, de linksvelder Jandido Tromp. Als zevende aanslag met rug nummer 5, de korte stop Tyrie Kemp. Als achtste aanslag met rug nummer 26, catcher Sam Kuiper. Als negende aanslag met rug nummer 29, de midvelder Jean Tromp. En op de heuvel bij Kingdom of the Netherlands met rug nummer 45, de pitcher Juan Carlos Soberan. En de rest van het team, graag line-up. De wedstrijd van vanavond staat onder leiding van de umpires achter En dan nu aandacht voor het Wilhelmus. We hebben vanavond een man die de eerste pitch gaat doen. Ten eerste welkom, Hock- en softbalvereniging de Rangers uit Schagen. Dit is het nest waar onze man vandaan komt. Hij was jarenlang voorzitter van de Rangers uit Schagen. En vorig jaar op 12 juli is zijn hart ermee opgehouden. En is hij met behulp van een AED en een operatie weer hersteld. Hij is uit een gekoelde coma ontwaakt. En nu staat hij er weer. Tegenwoordig staat hij weer op de heuvel. Dames en heren, Mark Visser.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a warm welcome to Haarlem again. It is time for the nightcap here at Honkbalweek Haarlem 2024. Team Kingdom of the Netherlands facing the reigning European champions, Team Spain. Welcome to the booth. My name is Jasper Roos, as it has been throughout the entire week for every game. And to my right, David Resnik.
That's still my name.
That's still your name, even though someone called you David Resnik again today.
This happens constantly.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how or why, but
someone asked me, do you know David Resnik?
Yeah.
I do not know David
who said
Resnik.
this?
I forget his name.
Oh well.
Doesn't matter.
People say it all the time.
It's the Instagram handle.
The middle initial, man.
Yeah.
You know, you would think that in this day and age, people would not make such an assumption based off an Instagram handle.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I have the 1 in my Instagram handle, so that people know I am number 1.
It even says.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to open your profile for it to read. Welcome, like I said, In the booth with me again, of course, Jeroen Groenemans, our director, working hard to get us lineup graphics.
He's going to be working hard for something else in a couple innings.
There's a glitch in the system, so we're struggling with the lineup for a second. Also here is Joeri Jong. Freek van der Kooi is our handheld camera operator tonight. And we're about to get underway. JC Sulbaran, Juan Carlos Sulbaran on the mound for Team Kingdom. He's facing Engel Beltre. And as he gets set and fires, we are underway here in Haarlem. It is a 1 ball, no strike count.
Missed a little low with the first pitch fastball. Gets him to swing through the second one. So even that up 1-1.
Sulbaran with the high leg kick, fires it in, fouled back to the screen by Engel Beltre. We have another debut today for Team Kingdom of the Netherlands. In center field is Jandro Tromp. The last rookie to make his debut in the field for Team Kingdom of the Netherlands, as Beltre fouls that off.
And I had a chance to talk to him a little bit pre-game about what it feels like to make his debut for the Kingdom.
We'll
we should have those ready for you in between innings.
Yeah, we'll have video of that in between innings as Beltre pokes at it and fouls it off into the seats. Earlier today, Japan beat Italy 8-2. And that is a slightly skewed final score because that game was tied for forever. And 3-2 for a while. And finally, in the 8th inning, things unraveled for the Azzurri. Japan scored 5 runs for that to be an 8-2 victory on their part. Time called by home plate umpire Alex Lazaro. He will be assisted today by Efrem Silvania at first base, Richard Wessel at second, and Nick Elshoff over at third. Official score, Stefan Slinger, Feiko Dros, Stan Wessel. And technical commissioner Jan Kuipers. And technical commissioner of the umpires, Peter Brink, also in attendance today. As Beltre hits that on a line. And
he almost hit the umpire.
Yeah, Efrem Silvania had to duck out of the way. Did so just in time.
Whoever said umpires aren't athletes?
Hey, I certainly didn't. I never said that. We even discussed this in the first inning of the early game today. Like, standing for 3.5 hours straight, crouching down.
I'm not jealous. Oh, that's nasty.
Nasty pitch.
Absolutely disgusting. Takes about 10 miles an hour off it.
Out number 1.
The spinner just drops right in there.
Leo Correa steps in. It's Correa followed by Edison Valerio. Those are the next 2 scheduled hitters to round out the first 3 in the lineup. Sam Kuiper behind the plate for Kingdom of the Netherlands, the rookie. Made his international debut on Friday. Foul out of play by Correa. We can give you the Dutch defensive alignment real quick. Stijn van der Meer at third. Tyree Kemp at short. Dwayne Kemp at second. Eugene Helder at first. As we await the Juan Carlos Sulbaran pitch, it's a fastball inside. And an outfield consisting left to right of Gianlito Tromp in left. The aforementioned Jandro Tromp in center. And Roger Bernardina, the Shark, has shifted over into right field as that ball is hit on a line to Dwayne Kemp, who makes the play. We have a home plate umpire signaling no catch. We have a second base umpire signaling catch. And we're off to the races.
However, fortunately for everybody involved, that will be null and void as the throw by Dwayne Kemp was made back over to first base. And Eugene Helder held on. So the out will be recorded regardless.
Either way, he's out. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how you get there. It does for the official scores, though. That's why they're discussing it behind me, because they need to put it down officially, whether it was a catch or a 4-3 putout.
Of course.
That has to go into the annals of Honkbalweek.
However, in terms of the final outcome.
Yes, the difference is...
Zero relevance.
Yep.
And everybody remains happy.
No balls and a strike to Edison Valerio, as that slider is way outside by JC Juan Carlos Sulbaran. Oof. Almost nicks him in the elbow.
JC, one of the guys we were able to speak with pre-game. Those will be coming up here.
Woo! And the bat goes flying into... He's
looking for the spray.
He wants the spray.
He
He wants the sticky stuff. Yeah, I get it. Says hold the horses.
Where is that stuff?
He just chucked it. There we go. Let's see. Actually, this is not the spray. They still use the roller. Do Team Spain. Very quickly. Throws it back.
No, whatever gets the job done, right?
To Jose Ustariz. Jesus, excuse me, Ustariz, who was in the on-deck circle now. The cleanup hitter for Team Spain. Sulban with the 2-2 pitch. It's in the dirt. For a ball. Full count.
That pitch is skied
HWH.
very high and foul. Way out of play.
The lineup glitch we're dealing with is not resolved yet, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll get it to you as soon as we can. As long as the top right in your screen is not filled up with information in the score bug, as that is lined up the middle by Edison Valerio for a base hit. We don't have the necessary information loaded for you to get lineups.
And as Valerio trotted down to first base, motioning to his own dugout, pumping his fist, trying to fire everybody up. The defending European champions, Team España, on the ropes in the tournament. Need to pull out a win tonight.
Yeah, they haven't gotten off to a good start.
No, they haven't. We're 0-3.
Jesus Ustariz, who already went yard once this tournament, takes a ball from JC Sulban.
They'll definitely need to find a way to pull out a win here tonight if they have any hope of making it to the playoff rounds.
Yes, indeed. That pitch fouled back. Foam fingers, David. I see people with foam fingers. Yeah, people bought the foam fingers, the Honkbalweek foam fingers that we're selling in the merch stand down below.
Why did I get them?
The merchandise stand. Oh, Ustariz crushes that into left. Jandy de Tromp cannot get it. Bounces out of his glove. He almost made a snow cone catch, but Ustariz will have a double, and Spain, with 2 outs, have 2 runners in scoring position against Juan Carlos Sulban. And that brings up Lester Galvan. JC wants a new baseball.
If JC wants a new baseball,
He'll get it.
gets a new baseball.
Indeed he does. Lester Galvan is batting 400 on Honkbalweek's tournament so far. He'll have a chance to put Spain up 2-0 here with a base hit. Sulban outside for a ball. 81 miles an hour. And that is high. Another armband situation for a pitcher. In this case, it's JC Sulbaran, who took the mound wearing a bracelet he was not allowed to wear. Well, yesterday, when it happened to one of the other pitchers in the tournament, he started pitching substantially better. So let's see if now suddenly Sulbaran. Yep, immediate strike. See, that's the difference. Just don't wear the bracelet. There's your difference.
It's always kind of surprising to me how pitchers get caught out with stuff like this. You know, you all know the rules.
You would think so by now.
You would think so.
But it's like the 4th time this tournament that a pitcher was approached to take a bracelet off. So.
Weird.
2 balls and a strike. In comes the pitch. Nice breaking ball.
Couldn't.
Just a bit off the corner, but that was... Woof.
He's trying to get him to swing at that.
Yeah. That was pretty nasty. Oh, broken bat. Flare into center field. Jeroen cannot get there, and 1 run will score. They go. Yep, they cut it off, and Ustari scores another as well. So Spain indeed take a 2-0 lead on a broken bat single by Lester Galvan. Absolutely shattered that baseball bat.
And that is very disappointing for a pitcher. He hit his spot. Shatters the bat and winds up giving up 2 RBIs.
First pitch strike to Jimenez. Oh, 0-2 pitch coming in to Jimenez, as that is another base hit. This one into right field. Hit number 4 on the inning. So Juan Carlos currently not fooling any Spaniards. And that brings up Wander Encarnacion, who brought home MVP honors last year on the way to a European title for Spain.
We'll try to get a radar reading. Do we have one for JC so far?
Yeah,
Pitch clock?
high 80s. As that is up the middle, and that'll be a base hit. Base hit number 5.
Oh, they're going to send him.
Trump with the throw.
Put on the
Yep,
brakes.
that is a good decision.
That's a very good decision.
By the third base coach for Spain, because he would have been a dead goose at the plate. But someone needs to probably go talk to JC, because he's just throwing stuff right down the pipe, and it's getting hit hard. Actually, it's all my fault. I have to sit down for this. There we go. Indeed, someone is going to go have a chat with JC. It is Diego Marquardt, the pitching coach for Team Kingdom, coming out of the dugout to have a chat with his starter, who is just struggling right now to fool Spanish hitters. Kingdom down 2-0 already on 5 hits here in the first by Spain, who haven't swung the bats particularly well so far this tournament, but are coming out of the gates hot here.
Well, that's what Team España needed. Sitting in last place in the standings at 0-3. So 3.5 games back off the leader.
Yeah.
But only 1 game off of 4th place.
Sierra 1962 in the chat. We would love to show you the pitch count, but we can't. The system is glitched right now. It's not loading in the information we need. This is all automated. There's not someone here pressing buttons to do it. The statistical side of things is not currently loading in 100% for us, so we cannot show you the pitch count yet. We're working on getting that fixed. Sulbaran, first pitch to Rodriguez is a strike. I will do my very best to peek at Jacob Kuna's radar gun in front of me. He might have to turn this backlight on, the screen on, because I can't see it. As that ball is right back to Sulbaran, and Spain will leave the bases loaded. That was at 89 miles an hour, by the way. So
he does get out of it without further damage.
Yep, but Spain have taken a 2-0 lead against the Kingdom of the Netherlands. We are on our way to the bottom of the first inning, and as you can see, we just got the pitch count and other information back on the screen in the top right corner in the graphic. So we'll do lineups for you right now. We'll start with Team Kingdom of the Netherlands as they're coming to bat. Take a look at the batting order on the right side. It's Stijn van der Meer leading off, playing third base. Jeremy Profar DHing, batting second. Roger Bernardina in right field, batting third. Eugene Helder over at first base again, batting cleanup. Camp number 1, it's Dwayne. He's batting fifth at second base. Gianlito Trump number 1 is batting sixth, playing left field.
We got Trump 1 and Trump 2.
Yep. Tyreek Camp number 2 at shortstop. Sam Kuiper, the catcher, batting eighth, and Jandro Tromp making his international debut in center field.
We'll quickly run through the defensive lineup for Team España. Playing first base, it'll be Jesus Ustariz. Playing second base will be Leo Matriz Rodriguez. Shortstop will be Edison Valerio. Third base, Leopoldo Correa. The left fielder, Daniel Alejandro Jimenez. The center fielder, Endo Beltre. And over in right, it'll be Lester Galvan. Carlos Sierra will be on the bump. And it'll be Juan Gonzalez behind the dish for the Spaniards.
Gelijkmakend eerste inning voor Kingdom of the Netherlands aan slag. Met rug nummer 18, derde honkman, Stijn van der Meer.
Oh, Stijn van der Meer has a fan club here, because there's loud cheers breaking out here. As Van der Meer looks at the first pitch out of the right arm of Carlos Sierra. And he takes it for a ball. Two 2-0 now.
Looks like our stats are back.
Yep, they are 2-2. So Sierra trying to get back into this at bat here after falling behind 2-0 to Van der Meer. Ooh, that curveball just slipped out of the hand of Sierra. Full count to Stijn van der Meer. What else is new? And the payoff pitch. Fouled out of play behind the Kingdom dugout.
What a play. What a play. And so far in the tournament, it's been Roger Bernardina hitting hitting 2 right behind Stijn. And Jeremy Profar is going to hit in the 2 spot today. But I asked Roger the other day what it's like having Stijn in front of him. Because and here we go, he's taking ball 4. He's always on base.
Yep.
I said to Roger, how does it feel coming to bat every inning knowing Stijn's going to be on base in front of you?
Yep.
He said it's the greatest feeling as a hitter you could ask for.
Yeah. Gives you a lot of pitches to look at, too, because Van der Meer usually has lengthy at-bats.
Mm-hmm. So here's Jeremy Profar. Looks at a fastball, tight inside, ball 1.
That one at 90 miles an hour.
That's moving.
Off the plate. Ooh, big swing and a miss for Jeremy Profar. 79 mile an hour breaking ball on the outside corner. As that is drilled up the middle by Jeremy Profar, and it gets through. Van der Meer moves up 1 base, and Kingdom are in business here against Carlos Sierra. First 2 runners reach base. A walk and a hit. Bring up Roger Bernardina.
Hij brengt Stijn van der Meer naar het tweede honk. Volgende man aan de slag met rug nummer 50. Rechtsvelder Roger Bernardina.
So the left-handed hitting Bernardina steps in against the right-handed throwing Carlos Sierra. Checks his swing, takes the ball. Catcher Gonzalez inquiring over his right shoulder where that pitch was. And he drills it into right field. That'll be a base hit. And they're gonna hold. They're gonna hold Van der Meer. Yeah, that's the good call. So very quickly, Kingdom answering. Now with the bases loaded, nobody out, and cleanup hitter Eugene Helder coming to the plate.
And this guy's hitting .556 so far in the tournament, so.
I don't know if you noticed that, but Eugene has a walk-up routine there. He picked up a bat, did a little chest shimmy to the crowd, patted his chest, turned around, and walked over to home plate.
Wow. So far in this tournament, he's got a base hit in 1 out of every 2 at-bats.
Swings and misses through that breaking ball at 80 miles an hour. In comes the pitch, and Helder crushes it into center field. Back goes Beltre, all the way to the wall. Grand slam home run, Eugene Helder. Straight away center field. An absolute moonshot of a home run for Eugene Helder. And just like that, Team Kingdom turns a 2-0 deficit into a 4-2 lead. And we're only 4 batters into this game.
This is such a fun team.
Well, that'll get the crowd in it.
They've turned it around in a matter of about 15 minutes.
That's unbelievable. A walk, 2 singles, and a slam.
Oh, boy.
As Dwayne Kemp fouls that pitch off
That's going to get all the way
into the
out of
bullpen
play.
area. Woo-wee. That's why Eugene Helder bats cleanup for this team.
That's correct.
Oh, my God.
Deepest part of the ballpark.
Whew. Well, that woke the crowd up.
Wow.
As Kemp smacks that one into left field, but foul. One-two pitch to Kemp as hit up the middle. It bounces off the mound, and that took a hit away from Kemp because that bounced just a little bit towards the shortstop. Otherwise, that ball may have had a chance to scoot through for the 4th consecutive hit. But instead, it will be up to Giandido Tromp with 1 out to bat against Carlos Sierra. First pitch to Tromp, low and outside for a ball. And Alex Lazaro has had enough of the Spanish backstop, constantly turning around, asking where pitches are. And he told him, knock it off. As every game for Spain, it's Juan Gonzalez behind the plate. And I called it out like a couple of batters ago. He already turned around and seemed to ask where a particular pitch was. And Lazaro has had enough.
Can't say that you blame him.
Nope. As that's called a strike. Interestingly enough, Lazaro is Spanish. So he'll have no problem communicating with any of the people on Team Spain.
That makes life easy.
Well, 2 balls and a strike to Giandido Tromp, as that is down the pipe, fouled off by Tromp, who is hitting 100 on the tournament and has not made very good contact just yet. This would be a good moment to break out for him. Two-two to Giandido Tromp. as it is chopped to shortstop, fielded cleanly over there at short.
That's going to do it.
Out number 2. Edison Valerio with the quick throw. And that brings up Tyreek Kemp. Time called for a pitch clock violation for Tyreek Kemp. So 1 strike to Kemp. Not in there quickly enough. As Kemp wastes no time in this at bat and scoots it through into right field. That'll be hit number 4 on the inning for Kingdom. Oh, we got Carlos Sierra's brother-in-law in the chat.
That's
David.
exciting.
That's pretty cool. Kristen Bastian, welcome. Got people watching from Miami and Cuba. And that brings up the rookie, Sam Kuiper. Tyreek Kemp at first base. A very fast first pitch by Carlos Sierra. Doesn't waste any time there. Almost surprised Sam Kuiper, it looked like. Still getting his signals over from third base. Kuiper checks the swing. They appeal. It didn't go. Says Efrem Sylvania over at first base. Oh, sorry, Kristen. Sister-in-law. My bad, sorry. And the Sierra brothers who train with Carlos are also watching. Big Carlos Sierra fan club, apparently. So Sam Kuiper again with a lengthy sequence of signals coming in. Here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. If you're just tuning in, it's been a banger already, and we're only 1 inning underway as Kuiper takes a ball. 3-1. Spain scored 2 runs in the first on a broken bat 2 RBI single. That one off the bat of Lester Galvan. Kingdom answered right back. A Stijn van der Meer leadoff walk. Singles by Jeremy Profar and Roger Bernardino loaded the bases, and Eugene Helder crushed a baseball over the deepest part of the ballpark, in the deepest part of the ballpark, over the center field wall for a grand slam home run. And that's how we got here. 4-2 the score, as Kuiper ducks out of the way of a fastball up around his face, and he walks. And we'll have a coaching visit. That might be it for Carlos Sierra. Let's see what happens here. Not really any activity in the bullpen. There's people standing around. I couldn't quite tell from here if there was people warming up, but we just had it on the screen. There's nobody warming up, so this is Carlos Sierra's inning at this point.
At minimum.
And I'm sure Jandro Tromp will not be having any problems with the fact that he's facing Carlos Sierra at this point, because he's had a lot of time to look at the stuff that Carlos Sierra possesses. This is his international debut for Team Kingdom of the Netherlands. First ever at bat in the orange of the highest team in the country. Outfielder for HWH in Bussum takes first pitch strike at 87 miles an hour from Carlos Sierra. Very speedy left-handed hitting outfielder is Jandro Tromp. Pitch comes in. Low. Nice block by Juan Gonzalez. Jandro Tromp, the owner of a 282 batting average in the hoofdklasse, 774 OPS. Not a real threat to homer, but will definitely drive the baseball to all angles of the field. We see him play a lot. David, you and I, we watch a lot of Hoofdklasse baseball. Jandro can basically shoot the ball into any gap at any point in time. That pitch comes in, called a strike.
Very good bat control.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you pitch him inside, outside. He'll just go with the pitch, either pull it into right field or shoot it into left. Can cover quite a bit of strike zone as well.
But he is down 1-2 now.
As he fouls that breaking ball off. That was a 72-mile-an-hour off-speed offering from Carlos Sierra. Elio Silva is warming up in the bullpen for the Spanish side. As again, lots of time taken here in between pitches. That's okay. They can do that because the pitch clock does not run whenever there's runners on base. Just to remind you of that. Here comes Sierra's pitch. Low for a ball. 2-2. All right. 2-2 pitch coming to the rookie making his debut, Jandro Tromp. Excellent pitch recognition there by the young outfielder. Professional grade at bat here for Jandro. Full count. Runners will be off to the races with 2 outs here. And there's the pitch, and it's grounded to second base. And that will be it for Team Kingdom of the Netherlands. They score 4 runs on the Grand Slam home run by Eugene Helder. And JC Sulbaron, after a lengthy layoff, 9 hitters come to the plate for Kingdom in the bottom of the first, is back to work. Jair van Borculo, who takes the warm-up duties here with JC since Sam Kuiper has to warm up, doing a little dancing at the plate. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's having a great time, the rookie Jair van Borculo. You know, why wouldn't you? You're wearing the orange of your country to represent it at the highest possible level. We'll be back in just a second. It's Team Kingdom 4, Spain 2, and the Spain side coming to bat.
Jullie doen het geweldig. Hartelijk applaus.
Top of the second inning, catcher Juan Gonzalez is up for Spain. And he takes strike 1 from Juan Carlos Sulbaran. Takes a swing at that second pitch, which was a strike, and he fouls it off up against the Louis J banner right next to the dugout for Team Kingdom. As that next pitch by Sulbaran, just a bit outside. Gonzalez asks for time. That next pitch by Sulbaran, a changeup at 79 miles an hour in the dirt for a ball. So 2-2. Foul to the Dutch dugout. Gonzalez really doing a good job defending the plate. Two-two pitch coming in and swung on, and that strikes out Juan Gonzalez. And they'll throw to first just to be safe. Kruiper seemed to indicate to Alex Lazaro, I had that cleanly, but yeah, might as well just throw it to first. So out number one is Juan Gonzalez, and that flips the lineup back over for Spain. It's back to number one, Engel Beltre, with a substantial amount of batting gloves in his back pockets. As he crushes that offering into center field, but Jandro Tromp can also cover a ton of ground. We've seen Roger Bernardina make some incredible defensive plays. Well, wait till you get to know Jandro Tromp if you haven't seen him play ever. He can cover some ground. Leo Correa, the batter, with 2 outs here, top of the second inning. Definitely a much better inning for J.C. Soulbaron than inning number one. That's fouled back to the screen. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Correa, who's hitting .354. As he crushes that one into center field, but again, Jandro Tromp can't get up with it. That's unfortunate. That'll be a double in all likelihood for Leo Correa. Diving attempt by Jandro Tromp.
I'm not going to be surprised if they call that one an error.
Yeah.
I'm totally honest with you.
Nah, they're going to call it a hit.
Are they?
Not going to slap an error on Jandro in his international debut.
Oh. In and out of his glove, though.
Oh, JC wants another baseball. He's not happy with the quality of whatever he's being asked to work with today. That puts Edison Valerio in the batter's box with 2 outs. And oh, he takes one to the helmet.
Oy.
At 88 miles an hour. Well, that's going to have to be a concussion check here. Anytime someone's hitting the helmet, you got to check them for a concussion.
Yeah, technically, it looked like they just kind of grazed him, fortunately, as opposed to the one we saw the other day where.
He seems fine. Baseball players are tough guys. Did you see the Orioles guy?
No.
Kjerstad get hit in the head the other day by Clay Holmes with the Yankees? Jeez Louise, man. That was no joke.
Well, the way you're talking about it, I kind of hope I don't see it.
Oh. Yeah, he went on the 7-day concussion IL too. Heston Kjerstad. Yeah, he took, what was it, 98 mile an hour to the dome. As that pitch by Soulbaron is lifted into center field by Ustariz, and Jandro Tromp will have no problem putting that one away. Flips it back in. That is out number 3. So despite a hit and a hits batter, Soulbaron pitches out of this inning fairly easily. Kingdom up 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the second. Back to the top of the lineup. It's going to be Stijn van der Meer leading things off for Kingdom. David, you've been doing a lot of work here in the interview department.
Yes.
You spoke with Kingdom manager Everjan het Hoen.
I did.
Before the game. Maybe you have some
All right,
video.
Pre-game, game 4. Coach Everjan, how you feeling in the clubhouse with the team? Look like you're in the position you want to be in right now.
Yeah, of course. We won all 3 games. We're already in the semifinal, but we want to win every game. So we want to win this game tonight as well.
Well, we asked JC about the previous starting pitchers. Tom was on fire. Lars was almost unhittable. Shai was almost unhittable. And JC just got done telling me he's also going to be unhittable tonight. Do you believe him?
Well, that would be nice, but I don't do those predictions. You know, JC is a really good pitcher. We trust his stuff, and that's why he got the start tonight. So just go out and play baseball.
Seems like a reasonable strategy to me. I feel like you guys feel very comfortable in this tournament. You're the host nation. Everybody's coming here to play against you guys. And you are in that pole position right now for the semifinals. If there's one other team in this tournament who you look at as a coach and say, that's a tough team to beat, who would you say that is?
I mean, we didn't have it easy all games. They were all tough games. They were all close games, like maybe a couple of hits and a homer, and it's a whole different ball game. It didn't happen because our pitching was really solid. But we haven't played Spain this tournament. We haven't played Japan this tournament. Of course, we got some info on them. We've seen them play. We know Spain better than the other teams, but they're all good teams. The fact that Spain hasn't won a game yet doesn't make them a bad team. I mean, they have solid players.
That was Evert Jan het Hoen talking to our very own David Resnik before the game. In the meantime, Stijn van der Meer is having another typical Stijn van der Meer at bat. He's ahead in the count, 2-1. As he takes that pitch for a ball. Evert Jan het Hoen always very approachable for us. Very willing to work with us, and even during the COVID Honkbalweek, as Stijn crushes that foul. Because we did the Honkbalweek online in 2020, we were already fully committed to doing another tournament, and obviously COVID hit. So we switched it up and we did an online version, as Alex Lazaro twice this inning points at the Spanish dugout to stop yapping at him. During the COVID Honkbalweek, we ran a daily podcast where we just basically talked to people from around Honkbalweek or who have like anything to do with Dutch baseball. For instance, you know, the tournament director, the stadium DJ, like people that are known around Honkbalweek. As the payoff pitch here to Stijn van der Meer is high for a ball, so second walk of the game for Stijn van der Meer. And we also approached Evert Jan het Hoen and said, hey, do you want to be a part of this? And he said, yeah, sure, that's fine. Just call me on Skype or Teams, whenever. So we were just, it wasn't even video. It wasn't a video podcast. It was only audio. But obviously, you know, when you have a conversation with someone, you want to be able to see him. So we set up a video call connection. And as we call Evert Jan up, he answers the call, and he's sitting there in his chair, laptop in his lap, wearing a Kingdom jersey. Because there's nothing if not a consummate professional.
He loves his
like,
job.
I am here representing the team. I'm here on behalf of Team Kingdom with the Netherlands, so I'll be damned if I'm not wearing my jersey.
He loves his job. What can you say?
It was a great conversation back then, too, just as this one, David. Nice job. As Profar skies that into center field. Beltre should have a beat on that, and he does. Frank, indeed, yeah, those are the tournament stats you're looking at. It's weird that it says stats for the season. I understand, because right next to the name of the players it says stats for the season. But that's a thing in the system that we cannot change. Those stats in the bottom left are Honkbalweek stats, not Hoofdklasse stats. So you are correct, because Stijn did hit a home run in the Hoofdklasse, as Bernardina takes a low strike. As Eyes Up Astros watching from Redwood City, California. Go Team Netherlands. Well, I'm sure there's a story.
I like that. We'd love to know.
Yeah, we'd love to know who you are and why you're rooting for Team Kingdom all the way from California.
Not that anyone's complaining about that.
Not at all. EJ, nice guy, baseball professor, and solid poker player. I've just been informed in the chat by JC. I'm sure that's not JC Sulbaran, because he's got other things on his mind than chatting with us. And
I would seriously hope not.
Roger Bernardina with a 1-2 count.
Ooh. Try to reach out and kind of slap
Yeah,
that
it's
one
catcher
down the third base
interference.
line.
Catcher
Oh, wow.
interference.
We give him first base, huh?
Roger Bernardina op het eerste honk door catcher interference. Daardoor schuift Stijn van der Meer op. Aanslag Eugene Helder.
Oh, we got JC checking in from Silver Spring, Maryland.
All right.
So 1-1 count to Eugene Helder. 2 runners on for Kingdom as Helder, who steps in as the owner, the proud owner of a first inning nuke of a Grand Slam. As Helder pops that one up. Gonzalez giving chase. That will stay in. Oh, nice job.
Play.
Helder frustrated by that, but that you can only tip your cap to that. Nice job. We were just informed, David, that the Dutch Kingdom team softball that is playing the World Cup.
2 down in the bottom of the
Australia
7th. It's 6-2.
On your screen, you will have the final out.
And the pitch. A little blooper. That is off the glove and into it again. Caught by Maxime van Dalen. The game is over, and the Netherlands have reached the super round.
Well done.
Jada Giri-Gori for the second day in a row.
Their first 2 games. Wonderful.
As that's a check swing by Dwayne Kemp, foul ball. Great to see having the ladies having such success as well. Good pitch by Sierra. Kemp checks his swing, and the appeal goes nowhere. We have someone watching from Tajikistan.
Wow.
Go Netherlands. Welcome.
That's
Mahmadali Ismatov.
We are truly international.
Arjan, I'll relay your message as well. Arjan, I'm sorry. Groningen checking in, Ingrid Groenemans.
Tapper up the middle.
That's bobbled, and it'll load the bases.
Can't come up with it.
Ingrid Groenemans checking in from Groningen.
Delft?
I think I know Ingrid's daughter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, from my days back in Groningen. Haha to derp. How's the weather over there? Keeping it dry? Yes, today has been completely dry.
Thankfully.
Kevin Cardy checking in from Delft. Yes, indeed, JC. Wow, awesome. Well done, ladies, says JC in the chat, and that is indeed true. A 6-2 victory over Australia is nothing to sneeze at as Jan Dino Tromp skies it into left field. Lots of wind.
That's
Engel
moving.
Beltre.
Oh, great
yes,
play.
that is a good play.
Tracks all the way.
That ball was hit hard. That's Jan Dino Tromp's first really hard hit ball of the season, or of the tournament. But it is out number 3 in this case. No score here, heading to the top of the third. John, welcome, watching from The Hague. And BPG watching from Chicago. Nice of you all to hang out here. It's international atmosphere. Kelvin Sylvania back again from Aruba.
Nog niet. Ik heb het weggehaald.
Jij heeft een softbalfilm waar je weet waar het staat in de
Scorebord graphics.
de scorebordmap.
Ja, dus als je naar graphics, scorebord, waar die 3 mapjes staan, weet je wel, grote schermen, livestream scorebord. Scorebord moet je aanklikken en dan staat gewoon naar beneden scoren in de hoofdmap. Hij heet Softball Wins of zo. More people watching from The Hague. Serafine back in the chat. Alfred from Huizen. People cheering on. Carlos CR from Florida. It is JC Sulbaram on the mound for Team Kingdom though now, who has 1 strike on Lester Galvan. Swing and fouled off by Galvan. As that is a check swing strikeout for Lester Galvan. And Sulbaran gets his revenge on the man who drove in the first 2 Spanish runs in the first. Martijn saying hi from Tolen. Shy Lion, lots of overseas flying Dutchman watching. And Eyes Up Astro gave us the explanation of why California is watching. I love baseball, I love Amsterdam. I was at Oracle Park back when Team the Netherlands played Team Dominican Republic in the World Baseball Classic in 2013. That is a while ago. Saw Amsterdam Pirates play Neptunus in the Holland Series in 2023. Amazing. Love it. As Jimenez skies it into left field, Jullie de Tromp is there. Oh, Eyes Up Astro also proposed to his fiancée in Amsterdam, or her, I guess, on the canals last year, so it is a special place for me. I fully agree. Amsterdam's been my city for, wow, a while. Coming up on 20 years. Natalie saying hi from Sassenheim. And Philip watching all the way from Uithoorn as Wander Encarnacion grounds out. That's a very nice, quick, clean inning by Juan Carlos Sulbaran. So we're headed to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Tyreek Kemp to lead things off for Team Kingdom. They're up 4-2.
Dames en heren, we hebben vanavond weer een heleboel leuke winacties en andere dingen die we gaan doen. Allereerst van Keystone. Keystone heeft op hun social media, via Instagram en via Facebook, hebben zij een paar posts geplaatst. Daarop kan je je naam reageren in de comments. En dan wordt er vanavond een post gezet voor een eventuele winnaar. Wat valt er nou te winnen? We hebben 4 legguards beschikbaar. Dus ga snel naar Instagram en Facebook.
Pascal checking in from the Pioneers from Austin. I saw 2 The Pioneers jerseys yesterday, I think, at the ballpark. Was that you by chance, Pascal? Frank, once again in the chat from Rotterdam. The Pioneers from Austin, not to be confused with Pioneers from Hoofddorp. As much as many people from around here tend to say Pioneers when they're referring to Pioneers. The Pioneers are from Assen, indeed, Pascal. Edwin from Robuur 58 in Apeldoorn. I've spent quite a bit of time at that ballpark in my life. The Robuur series, back when that was a thing. Feiko checking in from Double Stars in Hilo. Kevin giving Sparta Feyenoord a shout out. Historic baseball team. As Tyreek Kemp takes a ball. Raymond Beugeling from Waddinxveen. How you doing, Ray? Raymond is a part of our crew here, our scoreboard genius, who was helping out earlier in the week. Much appreciated, Ray. Philip, I saw your question. You retracted. I'm more than happy to answer it still, the A status question. And Carla, who is sitting at the box office here at the stadium, saying hi as well. Philip asked, what about the A status thing? Team Kingdom need to win the semifinals, make it to the finals to regain their Olympic A status. As Tyreek Kemp strikes out. Yeah, so Team Kingdom used to have Olympic A status. This means that the players get paid out of the Olympic fund or the sports fund, or the government contributes money to athletes to help them out in their everyday life, their cost of living, so that they can focus fully on their athletic abilities without having to worry about buying food or paying for housing. And this is only, of course, for unpaid athletes, so not the pro football players, or as Sam Kuiper grounds it to second base. Team Kingdom lost their A status last year after they lost in the semifinals of the Euro Cup to this particular team, Spain. And then a deal was struck that in case Honkbalweek Haarlem's finals were reached by this Team Kingdom, they would receive their A status back. And that is quite important for the sport of baseball in the Netherlands. Because if you can't get any government or funding for it, then you're not going to make a living off of playing in the hoofdklasse in the Netherlands, that's for sure. Jandro Tromp steps in, takes a strike. Yeah, Annabelle saying, we're watching the live stream in the back office. We say hi. Well, we say hi back, Annabelle. Thank you so much for all the work you guys do. As Jandro Tromp lines it into left, flies out. And that ends the inning. More Robuur 58 checking in from Apeldoorn. Carla Sulbaran. Mama Sulbaran.
Eh? Mama Sulbaran.
Mama Sulbaran saying hi from Curaçao.
Welcome in the chat.
Well, must be a proud mama, because JC is dealing right now, ever since that rough first inning.
Sometimes that's just how it goes.
Yeah, and now we're playing the final out is being played at the scoreboard for the softball ladies.
Very exciting stuff.
We already showed you guys that a half inning ago. We're so ahead of our time. Duncan saying hi from Purmerend. Oh yeah, Pascal said we were there on Saturday. I must have seen you guys on Saturday if you were wearing your The Pioneers jerseys, because I walked right by you guys somewhere in the stadium. Oh, and I see I also missed eyes on Astro, who played in the Desert League Pro Fall Ball League in 2016 in Yuma, Arizona. Wow, that's pretty cool. And thanks for the compliment. Hi, Annabelle. As that is skied into center field, Jan de Tromp certainly been getting his work in defensively as the rookie. And that brings up Juan Gonzalez. Good pitch by Sulbaran. 88 miles an hour on the outside part of the plate for a strike. And just to give you an idea of how incredible of a producer is to my left, Jeroen Groenemans, he has fixed the graphic in the bottom left. So now it says Honkbalweek 2024 on the stats, so there should not be any more confusion about where a player gathered the stats that are shown in the bottom left corner of the screen during their at-bats. Ooh, Gonzalez hits that on the screws, but right at Jan de Tromp. Juan Carlos Sulbaran in the zone right now. It's Lorenzo Moresi, the catcher for Team Italy, just walking by in his civvies with a beer.
Sure is.
Had a great game today for Italy, even though they lost 8-2, but good to see Lorenzo Moresi back in the ballpark now wearing civilian clothing. Having a beer, the way it should be at the ballpark. That's a strike to Angel Beltre at 90. Strike 2 called to Angel Beltre. And you can tell Juan Carlos is in a groove now because he just gets the ball and sets up immediately for the next pitch. He's just wasting no time as he misses just a bit low, an 80-mile-an-hour changeup, the bottom of the strike zone. Oh, Manny is back.
Well, I guess it can't be Stein then.
It cannot be Stein van der Meer. We thought it was Stein van der Meer yesterday, hiding in that.
I was sure of it.
Angel Beltre strikes out swinging. Juan Carlos Sulbaran is dealing after a rough first inning. He's right back in business and shutting down this team, España. Thank you, Frank. Bas van Zuilen from Assendelft would like to congratulate Jeroen on his 35th birthday. Is that any Jeroen, or is that one of ours? Because there's 3 sitting to my left. I got Jeroen Groenemans, Jeroen Janssen, and further over by the DJ booth is Jeroen Kalverlagen. We got a lot of Jeroens here. None of them are 35, so it must have been a different Jeroen. Rob Bierman, the voice of HWH, watching as well. And Emma checking in from Purmerend. Hi, Emma. Stijn van der Meer back up to bat. And he crushes one into right field, but that might not make it all the way. It will get over the head of the right fielder, and Stijn van der Meer has a double. So after walking twice, Stijn was tired of it, and he decided to just smack the bejesus out of one.
The bejesus?
I mean, it one-hops the fence in right field. That's solid contact.
That constitutes the bejesus.
Yep.
I dig it.
Glad we clarified. Yeah, glad we clarified what exactly is a bejesus. Great piece of hitting. So Stijn van der Meer, a 1-for-1 on base, all 3 at bats. And that puts Jeremy Profar in the batter's box. It's not packed in the stadium. It's a little chilly. It's windy. It's the middle of the week almost. A lot of people are doing some more work to wrap up the final days before the summer break here in the Netherlands. But the people that are here, David, they're partying hard.
They are. As well they should be. Kingdom up 4-2.
Sulbaran dealing.
3 wins already in the book.
Nice pitch there by Sierra. Breaking ball nicks the outside corner. No, Sander Grasman, who is behind me, informs me my mom is also watching the stream tonight. Hey, Mama Grasman, how are you doing? Three balls, 2 strikes to Jeremy Profar. As Sierra deals, and it is, oh. Strike 3.
Oh dear.
I'm laughing because Jeremy was almost at first base because he was out of the box so quickly.
Aanslag voor Team Kingdom of the Netherlands. De rechtsvelder Roger Bernardina.
And that puts Roger Bernardina in the batter's box. I like the all caps. Team Orange for the win. Kom op Nederland. Noel Dauma. Rooting on Team Kingdom by means of the all capital
That's good.
chat messages. Bernardina fouled one back to the screen. 1 strike on the veteran outfielder. Next pitch inside for a ball. Swing and a miss. Just got a piece of it. Very demanding young fan in the crowd saying, Kingdom, attack now. As that pitch by Sierra is swung on, foul tipped into the glove of Juan Gonzalez for a strikeout. So, and now more words with Alex Lazaro, this time from the side of the Kingdom. And now the Spanish manager comes out. And there's stuff going on between these two teams now. There's some bad blood, as was also mentioned in the chat already. I was trying to steer clear of that, but there was, let's not forget, a bit of a brawl between these two teams last time in Brno. And now there's words being exchanged. I'm not sure between whom. It looked like Bernardino was looking back at Lazaro, but maybe he was having a conversation with Juan Gonzalez.
Well, he's already been warned. I
No.
believe. Maybe
Not
not
sure.
an official warning. Well done, Stone.
As Eugene Helder grounds it too short. And that retires the side. So an interesting inning with some developments.
Indeed.
But it doesn't change the score. It's 4-2 Kingdom as we head to the top of the 5th inning.
Het is de 5e inning voor Team Spanje. De eerste man aan de slag, derde honkman, Leo Correa.
Leo Correa to lead things off here against JC Sulbaran. As he's taking a strike and taking the ball. It's 1-1. As that ball gets away from Sam Kuiper. Ball 2. As that ball's grounded to Dwayne Kemp. Diving stop, quick throw to first, Eugene Helder. And Dwayne Kemp will celebrate because that is a big league play by Dwayne Kemp. We'll put the replay on the screen for you so you can see. It's a good pitch by JC. It's grounded hard to second base. And a nice stop. And a good throw and also a great pick by Eugene Helder at first base. Nice job. Right back to work is Juan Carlos Sulbaran firing a strike in to Valerio. As he grounds onto third, there's the vacuum cleaner, Stijn van der Meer. Oh, yeah.
Nailed it.
He threw off his back foot a little bit. There's 4 Kingdom players just dashing to that ball. Kemp, Bernardina, Kuiper all the way over there.
He was trying to put a little extra on that, and I'm not sure why. It looked like he had plenty of time.
Yeah, he threw it off his back foot a little bit.
But with 4 players converging on the ball past...
It scored a base hit, and I do not agree with that personally.
It looked like a throwing error to me.
Yeah, it's a throwing error. But not that we want to get Stijn errors or anything.
No, of course.
But this is obviously a throwing error.
Unbiased and pragmatic about it.
He launched that one.
Yeah.
The moment it left his hand, it was an error. But
let's talk about 4 players converging on that ball down the first base line in foul territory. From my perspective, that shows you exactly how committed this team is to winning this tournament.
100%. The fact that, I mean...
It's those little things, right? You let a ball go, let the right fielder go get it. You kind of
exactly.
Lollygaggers.
It was Kemp and Helder on the infield just immediately rushing towards it. Oh, Eugene Helder has a malfunction on the pants, I'm being told. It's on the screen. But so it was Kemp and Helder immediately chasing that ball full force to, not even lollygagging, just going a full sprint. But then I noticed suddenly that Sam Kuiper, who is the catcher, almost made it to that ball before Helder did. And Helder was running.
Yeah, he was moving down the line as well.
So a great display of aggressiveness by Team Kingdom. Was that pitch by Sulbaran in there? Oh, Ustaris launches that one, and that might get... No, it's off the wall. So Ustaris, as Dido Tromp misses the cutoff man, allowing Ustaris to easily take second, which he probably would have done anyway.
Jesus Ustaris slaat een 2 honkslag. Hij brengt Edison Valerio naar de derde honk.
I knew throwing a bejesus in there was a good thing. Thanks, Brandon. So 2 runners in scoring position now for Spain. And Lester Galvan, who drove in the first 2 runners for Spain in the first inning, is up to bat. Galvan fouls it off.
Ball was hit hard.
Yeah, solid contact now. Oh, Alex. No, he's no longer here. Alex is saying, I haven't been to Honkbalweek for years, but is the guy still there who would always sell cans of soda and beer and would yell, No, he's not. Oh, that is a blast from the past, man. That's that guy was phenomenal. Oh, Mama and Papa Shai are also watching. Mama and Papa Shai Martis, of course, Kingdom starter. As that pitch by Sulbaran is outside for a ball. 3-1 to Lester Galvan. Question by Shy Lion. I noticed that the infielders for Japan all do a little hop the moment the pitcher pitches. Is that a tradition or does it have another reason? It's not per se a tradition. I haven't really seen it before. I think it's just their way of making sure that they're light on their feet the moment the pitcher pitches in case the ball is hit right at them. As that is strike 2. Lazaro rung him up, but it was strike 2. Immediately corrected himself. He punched him out and said, oh no, sorry, hold on, this is strike 2. Frank saying, maybe David and Jasper can broadcast an inning in Dutch. Wouldn't be a problem for me.
It would be a problem
It would
for
be
me.
a bit difficult for you, as Lester Galvan will take his base.
Give me a couple more years, guys.
As he gets hit, does Galvan with the full count pitch. Now you have time, man. You've only been here
almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years. What's that? I was going to say 2.5. As that pitch is a ball to Jimenez. Yes, Stijn van Eke, that's what I meant. Their reaction speed, make sure that they're quick and light on their feet to make that play. As activity in the bullpen, in the sense that someone is jogging down there, as well as 2 people to block, one of them being Coach Nick Stuifberger, and the other one being Lars Huijer, I think, from the looks of it.
I believe that's going to be Scott Prince.
Warming up.
I think so.
Yeah. not 100% sure. I can't
No,
tell.
not 100% either. No, I'm wrong.
It is for sure Nick Stuyvberg running over there, who spent most of his time so far this week pitch charting in front of us.
Oh, that's definitely not Scott.
No, it's Eric Mendez again. Yep, Eric Mendez once again. Already pitched twice this tournament. Evert Jan Hoen relying on the right-hander.
Thanks, Frank. I understood that.
I mean, we could do an inning in Dutch, but then we'd scare away all the international viewers.
That's the other part of
They all
this,
think
isn't
that
it?
we'd be choking.
That's the other part of this.
2-0 pitch coming in as that is hit into left field, and that'll be in front of Giandido Tromp.
They're going to send him. Play at the plate. No,
Throw is
bad
not good.
throw.
And that gets away, too, from Kuiper, so both runners will advance. That is an all-around not good play by Team Kingdom.
No.
Also feel like Giandido Tromp gave up a little bit early
I thought so
on
too.
that dive. He didn't really commit to it. Then released a not-so-great throw. And then Stijn van der Meer follows that up with a not-so-great throw.
Yep.
And not only do 2 runs score for Spain and the game is tied, there's 2 more in scoring position now. And that is unnecessary in this case.
Well, the potential for things to kind of start to unravel here for Team Kingdom.
I do understand why Giandido Tromp maybe doesn't want to make a diving attempt there.
Totally appreciate that. With bases loaded, you don't want to let him clear.
It gets by him, then obviously there's a whole other problem. But I felt like it could have been, he could have charged that ball a little bit more aggressively and unleashed a much better throw than he did.
For me, the throw from Trump to the infield wasn't the problem.
Well, it wasn't the problem. It was a problem.
Sure.
Part of the problem.
But the throw from Stijn was,
That was also
well
not
up the
good.
first base line. And if that throw is on target, they had him.
I also feel like Stijn had to adjust because the throw from left field was so poor. So he had to adjust his footing. Couldn't quite get his control. All around, not a very good play because that ball wasn't hit hard at all. But we're tied at 4. And that brings up European Championship MVP, Wander Encarnacion. Mo asks, are they saving Heyer for the finals, or could he pitch tomorrow and the finals? I would assume Heyer is not pitching tomorrow. Just operate under that assumption he's not pitching tomorrow. There's no need, because of all the winning Kingdom has done, they don't really need. And there's a baseball that's scooted by Lars Heyer from the bullpen. Needs to be fetched by a bat boy. No, Heyer is definitely not pitching tomorrow.
No.
I would assume that they're saving him for a potential semifinal or final appearance.
You would certainly think so. I would doubt very much if we're going to see Tom or Lars between now and the semifinal.
Yeah, I agree. Two balls and a strike to Wander Encarnacion. Subaran, that's a line to short. Nice play by Tariq. He's coming home. They're coming home for the play, and they're going to get the runner. Yes.
Okay. Now they're moving. Now
Solid throw.
Making some progress.
Nice job, Tyreek Kemp.
Yeah, well done.
That is good. That's good stuff.
De 0 valt op de thuisplaats. Actie 6 naar 2. Wander Encarnacion. Thuisvelders plus het eerste hoek.
Nice job, Tyreek Kemp.
Volgende man aan de slag. Tweede hoekman, Leo Rodriguez.
Good job by Kuiper also covering home as Evert Jan Hoen comes out. So that will be that for Juan Carlos Sulbaran. Eric Mendez to come in from the bullpen. Ooh, Prodigy on the stadium PA. You love to hear it. Eric Mendez, the 24-year-old right-hander out of Curacaby, Aruba.
We hebben een wissel in het team van Kingdom of the Netherlands. Op de plaats wordt Juan Carlos Soeberan vervangen door Eric Mendez met hoek nummer 6. Werkcijfers van Soeberan. Hij gooide 4, 2/3 inning plus 2 man. 4 keer de beslag, 0 keer verwijt. Hij kreeg 9 ongeslagen tegen. En zijn veld maakte 1 fout. Volgende man aan de slag, tweede hoekman Leo Rodriguez.
Eric Mendez, who pitched in minor league ball last season.
Emmo is asking about the difference between Hoyers the Block and Silberon this season, and saying that Hoyers has just about double the strikeouts as the number 2 in the league, which is true, and asking how's his stuff.
That ball skied into left field. Tromp giving chase.
Foul ball. Well, we got a foul ball call.
One and one to count to Leo Rodriguez. Yeah, Mendez pitched for the Hillsborough Hops last year and moved on to the Tigers organization. Signed a minor league contract with the Detroit Tigers, as that is a very nasty pitch for a strike. Ended up electing free agency back in November, Eric Mendez. And according to what I was the list I was handed earlier this week by Seb Visser of Kingdom, is now playing in Puerto Rico. Oh my God. Nasty, nasty slider. Strikes out Leo Rodriguez, and that will retire the side. But not before Spain tie the ball game up. It's 4-4 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Dames en heren, wij hebben ook weer 2 hele mooie goede doelen waar wij voor steunen. We hebben allereerst Baseball Against Cancer. Daar hadden wij gisteren toevallig wat shirts van. En wij hebben nog altijd de softbaldames van U18. Die moeten volgend jaar naar Taiwan en die
Daar.
hebben daar uw steun hard bij nodig. Hoe kan je hun helpen? Heb jij toevallig lege blikjes of flesjes? Gooi die dan alsjeblieft in de oranje bakken, want daarmee steun je hun met jouw statiegeld.
We hebben nog een mededeling van huishoudelijke aard. Wij wijzen u erop dat wellicht een overvloede het Pimelier-stadion een rookvrije accommodatie is. Het is verboden te roken op het hele complex, zowel binnen als buiten. We gaan naar de gelijkmakend 5e inning. Eerste man aan de slag voor Kingdom of the Netherlands. Tweede hoekman, Dwayne Kemp.
Frank asking, what about Koen Postelmans? Is there a chance he will start or will he be closing? I've done some work as Dwayne Kemp lines it into right field. That's a base hit, and Kemp will get 2 out of that as that rolls all the way to the wall. And he pulls up at second base with a little celebration as always. Yeah, Koen Postelman's the only one who basically hasn't pitched or played at all. Also the last rookie to show out in Kingdom uniform. I inquired with people that are very close to the team just now after I saw your question whether or not he will, for instance, start tomorrow. The answer I got was there is a chance he will pitch. And you can do with that information whatever you want.
What I miss.
We were talking about Koen Postelmans. Frank asked if there's a chance he will start. Will he be closing?
Nah.
I inquired with the minds that would know because they're close to the team. And the answer I got was there's a chance he will pitch.
Oh.
Do with that information. Wow. To keep it vague, you know? There is always a chance. In the meantime, Jan de Tromp has a 1-strike count on him with Carlos Sierra still on the mound. Luz, there are no free tickets. No, you got to pay to get into the stadium. Sorry.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's happening.
Someone in the chat saying, eating my 4 scoops of ice cream in Rotterdam will definitely not finish in 58 seconds. As that is a hit by Jan de Tromp, finally.
Oh, they're going to hold him.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah.
That's a Anglo Beltray with the cannon for an arm in center field.
That's a late stop sign.
Yeah. But it's the correct decision.
Correct.
As we have a pitching change coming up. Carlos Sierra's day will be done.
And before we get any further, and while we have the opportunity, I just want to be clear that tonight, live at the Pim Mulier Stadium in Haarlem at Haarlem Honkbalweek, our very own Jeroen Groenemans, otherwise known as Johnny Four Scoops, will be attempting to break his own personal record.
Yep. For sure.
And I, for one, can't wait.
Nelson Prada has come out to get his pitcher. And in comes number 12 for Spain. Fernando Baez, the big man. Lonche, we're not playing with the cameras. There's a common misconception I was told today by someone who's actually watched the stream and is in the stadium today. People seem to think that we have camera operators, people actually standing behind a big camera and pointing them at the right direction.
We sure
do not have that luxury. We have one person sitting on the same row. Yeah, we have one person sitting at the same row that we are, who presses buttons here that control the cameras. Actually, it's even worse. It's a joystick.
It's even worse than that.
It's a joystick. So our camera operator is charged with basically guessing roughly where the ball goes, then pressing a couple of buttons, turning on the joystick, and hoping that we catch the play as best as we can.
So I can assure everyone in the chat, it's not as easy as it looks.
I understand that people seem to think with how fluidly some of the cameras pan or zoom, that is a human controlling the actual camera. Well, technically it is, but it's buttons. It all goes buttons. We have 2 button mashers to our left here. And that is why sometimes it appears as if we're quote-unquote playing with the cameras, but we're certainly not playing with the cameras. We're doing, you can trust me when I say, the one thing we're trying to do is try to show you what happens on the field. Because if we weren't interested in showing you what happens on the field, we wouldn't be here.
That's correct.
We wouldn't be doing any of this.
Our motivation, our aspiration, our goals and intentions are to give you the best possible baseball broadcast that we can produce.
Yeah, and in the meantime...
That does not mean that we are perfect.
In the meantime, we have a debate. Evert Hoon is out to discuss something with Alex Lazaro, because for the second consecutive at-bat, Tyreek Kemp got a pitch clock violation and a strike on him. And Evert Hoon has had enough of this, and he's coming out to have a word with Alex Lazaro, who's been under fire from both sides tonight. And a short discussion with Efraim Sylvania has led to Evert Jan Toen retreating to the dugout, and we can finally get back to baseball again. Tyree Kemp, 0-1 count without throwing a pitch. Baez has a strike, and that one
shows bunt.
Yep, not in the strike zone. Chadwick Tromp checking in. What's up? Tropical Storm. Greetings from Atlanta. Good job with the transmission and everything. Go Dutch. Thank you. Really cool to see Chadwick. Another Tromp. There's many in the baseball world checking in. Hope you're doing all right over in Atlanta. Very cool to see so many people from all over the world watching this game. As Tyreek bunts it in the air, he's mad at himself.
Yeah,
breaks his
Wow.
bat as he slams it in the ground in frustration. The handle breaks right off, and he will have to spend his allowance on a new bat.
Op het werpen van de nieuwe werper Fernando Baez gaat Tariq Kemp uit door de nummer van 1. Volgende man aan de slag, catcher Sam Kuiper.
As that brings up Sam Kuiper with 1 out and runners on the corners for Team Kingdom against the veteran Baez.
Oof.
I don't know.
Sam, a big cut.
I don't know if you remember, David, we posted some really cool hype videos when teams were announced. And Baez featured prominently in the hype video we made for Team Spain. Obviously, great work from Louis J. Seenders again, who is one of our 2 expert videographers shooting content around the stadium, as that is a ball. And guess who's back? It's Johnny Four Scoops. There it is, the guy in the red shirt. That's Jeroen Groenemans eating his 4 scoops of ice cream.
Have we got a camera on him?
Yeah, we had
a camera on him?
He just walked out of the screen, so.
Oh, no, come on. Into the shot. Where's the camera?
It's the cell phone right here.
Right here, buddy.
And
Right here,
I'll
big
watch,
man.
I'll watch
Right
the game
here,
for you
big
guys.
man.
I'll watch
Right
the game
here.
for you guys. First and third, Baez kicks, fires, and that is lined by Kuiper to third base, and he breaks his bat as well. That already broke when he made contact with the baseball.
All right, here we go.
So back to back broken bats, I should say. Yeah, Shy Lion, you're not wrong. The Cine Video Group needed at least 10 people to do what we do with the 5 of us. Or actually 4 of us most of the time, because Jeroen's eating his ice cream now. Can Roderick send you some tickets? Roderick has not been involved with the tournament for a decade almost, so I'm not sure he can. As that pitch to Jandro Tromp is a ball. And Baez with the hands. Not sure what was wrong with that pitch. It seemed a little bit high to me. But who am I to judge from all the way up here?
No, finish it. Finish it. It's not done. Finish it.
As that's a pickoff play at first base. If you're wondering what David's yelling about, still about the ice cream.
He's disappointed in himself. He lost by 1 second.
Johnny Four Scoops. All right, back to baseball.
No, congratulations. But I was talking to people. That's your fault.
Jandro Tromp, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs here. Runners on the corners for Kingdom. As Jandro swings and misses through that pitch. As Jandro Tromp will get his first base hit in international play. No, I was too excited. That hung just a little bit too long. He's also at first base like, oh man, that sucked. We all thought he had it. But no. Jandro flies out to left as Evert Jan het Hoen comes back out to have a little bit of a conversation. But the side is retired. Kingdom don't score. It's 4-4 here at the ballpark.
Zoals u kunt zien staat er ook bij de tribune een mooie vos die een geweer aan het
Yes, Matt Master, the overlay scoreboard glitched. We're fixing it now.
Baseball against nature. En wie weet.
Yeah. Evert Jan het Hoen really getting into Alex Lazzaro's ears now. They're very frustrated with, I guess, the pitch clock violations to Tyree Kemp. That would be my wild guess. As the t-shirt cannon is popping off again. Yes, Nielsen, that's in all likelihood, Philip's correct. That's probably a little rosin baggie or something. Well, Evert Jan het Hoen has departed back to his dugout, but it has led to 3 umpires conversing on the field, having a little chat, as now Nick Elsof, the 4th umpire, comes back out onto the field. He's probably wondering, wait, what are you guys talking about? Why am I not involved? And now he walks over.
Can I come back?
Sure.
I'm out of timeout.
No, I muted you because you were talking to Jeroen so much I couldn't tell the people at home what was going on in the baseball game. Scoreboard graphic is back, everyone. It's just the one thing is still glitched. It still says Juan Carlos Zulbaran is pitching, and that is certainly not the case. It has been, or had been, Eric Mendez in relief of JC Zulbaran. And now Ryan Huntington has come out of the bullpen and walked onto the mound. So Ryan Huntington in relief of Eric Mendez. So let's see what that does to our scoreboard and maybe if that fixes it. Defter, why is there a pitch clock violation when there are bases loaded? It's I called it a pitch clock violation because the thing is called the pitch clock, but the violation was on the batter. And when the batter takes too much time, that timer still runs, I guess. Honestly, that's my best guess. I have no idea. Ah, Anja asks, Jasper, can you ask my husband, Jeroen Rekveld, can you wish him a happy 53rd birthday? Jeroen, here we go. On behalf of me and David, happy birthday. And have a great 53rd. Let's hope Team Kingdom gives you a nice little birthday present. I would say it would be nice if they beat Spain 5-3, 53, but that's not possible. That's not possible.
Unfortunately, we're past that.
Maybe they beat them 55-4, and then that's his birthday present for next year. If they beat them 5-4. There you go.
That'll work. We're getting out ahead of things in advance.
First pitch by Ryan Huntington is swung on by Juan Gonzalez for a strike. Ah, Jacob from Synergy has turned on the backlight on his radar gun. So hopefully I can spot some pitch speeds now. No, I agree, Defter. It's just my personal explanation because twice today, a time clock violation was called on Tyreek Kemp. And I guess that's what Evert Jan Hoen was also inquiring about in between innings. Lengthy conversation with Alex Lazaro about it. I don't have an explanation. As time is called now by the batter, who has a 1-ball, 2-strike count on him, and Ryan Huntington, the lefty, ready to deal. Kicks his leg and fires. That's low. Nice scoop by Kuiper. Yes, I know. Scoreboard's broken. I know. The scores and the hits and everything else is fine. It's just that it didn't update the picture. So it still says Sulbaran, even though this is Ryan Huntington. And the batter also doesn't update properly. So there's a glitch somewhere outside of our range of being able to fix it. Nice pitch by Huntington. K's Juan Gonzalez, who was on his way to first. It's the second time a batter today was on his way to first thinking he'd walked. Jeremy Profar on the Kingdom side was the other one a couple innings ago. But Gonzalez punched out by Alex Lazaro. And that brings up Engel Beltre. First pitch strike by Ryan Huntington. Damian Rexfeld says, I think my dad turned 52, not 53. Well, either way, happy birthday, Jeroen Rexfeld. Whether it be 52, 53, 27, 38. Oh, nice piece of hitting there by Engel Beltre, and just over the head of jumping Dwayne Kemp. You guys are on a roll in the chat, Joey. Yes. Everyone, please welcome, or please wish Jeroen Rexfeld a happy 51st birthday. I'm having fun today. Thank you all for hanging out with us. As Huntington kicks and fires, that's strike one to Leo Correa. As Huntington falls off the mound, and activity again in the Kingdom bullpen. Bullpen catcher Jurgen Marti was already out there, and now it's again Nick Stuyfberg, Lars Heijer as the security detail. Walking out to the left field line. There's no pitcher with them yet. There we are. Scott Prince is jogging out to the bullpen. Receives a baseball to play with. Grounded into the hole as a nice piece of hitting for a base hit, and Spain now suddenly in business with the runners on first and third. Shima Kaede is requesting a shout out to Mama Karen, who turned 60 yesterday. Happy belated birthday, Karen. I'm going to second what Seraphine is saying in the chat. Happy birthday to everyone. And that gets me off the schneid for the rest of the afternoon and evening. Scoreboard is fixed, everyone. I just got the thumbs up from Jeroen to my left. As Huntington dunks a strike in there to Valerio. You got it, Shima. You're welcome. Ooh, nice breaking ball by Huntington. Almost gets Valerio to chase, but couldn't fool the right-handed hitter. Are the batters allowed to walk out of the box during their at-bat? Yes, they are. This is always, for Tariq, twice, it was at the start of his at-bat, so he just didn't get in the box quickly enough. So Tariq twice had an immediate strike called on him at the start of the at-bat for not stepping into the box quickly enough. Oh, good pitch. Ooh, wow. Huntington has to walk that one off for a second. Skull Berghuis says, hey, my son Hayden has a question. The home team is usually in the dugout by first base. Why are Kingdom now in third base? And Philip says, because Kingdom is the away team. No, Kingdom is not the away team. They are definitely the home team today. This has always been a thing here. Because you are right, usually the home team, in the Netherlands at least, are at the first base side. But we play international rules and we swap it around. Tournament style. And Valerio skies that into right field. Dwayne Kemp running over, making the catch, over the shoulder grab, quickly setting his feet. And that will hold all runners. Nice job, Dwayne Kemp. Ooh, another good pitch by Huntington, not getting the call here, as Ustariz now has a 1-ball, no strike count. There's 2 outs, so Huntington wants to get out of this inning. Not giving up any runs. Ball 2. Good pitch by Huntington, called a strike. 2 balls and a strike now. So Jesus Ustariz will be looking to drive in the go-ahead run for Spain. It's only 90 feet away. Ooh, he almost had that one zoned in. Just under it. As Scott Prince continues to warm up in the Kingdom bullpen. The tall right-hander. As Ustariz pops it up, Dwayne Kemp under it, and that'll be it. Ryan Huntington applauds the skies. And he's pumped up because he pitched out of a jam. He's getting a fist bump from Sam Kuiper. And we are headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is 4-4 between Team Kingdom of the Netherlands and reigning European champions, Spain. Baez takes the mound again for the Spain side, and we will be back in just a second.
Team Kingdom of the Netherlands aanslag in de tweede helft van de 6e inning. Derde man Stijn van der Meer.
Bottom of the 6th inning. It's 4-4 between Kingdom of the Netherlands and Spain. Nando Baez back to work against Stijn van der Meer, who has reached base 3 times today. Twice via the base on balls and 1 time with a ringing double to right center field. He has 1 strike on him here as Baez takes his sweet time now. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Kicks, fires, as that is high for a ball. 84-mile-an-hour pitch to Van der Meer by Baez. As Stijn swings through that one at 86. Oh, fooled Van der Meer there, did Baez. Great pitch, breaking ball, just dove out of the zone onto his feet. And the only thing Stijn can do is walk it back to the dugout to make place for Jeremy Profar. Ooh, that's a little bit inside. Profar gets out of the way. 1 ball, no strike count to the 385 hitting Jeremy Profar. That's a breaking ball way outside by Baez. As that hanging slider is skied into the air behind first base, Jesus Ustariz. Over the shoulder grab. Nice job by the Spanish first baseman. That is a very nice play. And Profar gives Baez a hug as they meet up at first base and heads back to the dugout. Baez with the quick 2 outs as Roger Bernardina now steps in. First pitch to Bernardina is a ball. Ooh, nice quick hands by umpire Nick Elsof at third base as 1 ball, like a pitch scooted away out of the bullpen, and he quickly scooped it up and threw it back to the bullpen so play would not have to get halted. Quick athletic play by Nick Elsof over at third. As Baez winds and fires, strike called on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Shark, Roger Bernardina, as he got fooled on that one. Baez pulled a string on him there. 84-mile-an-hour changeup. Bernardina way over the top of it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the veteran outfielder for Team Kingdom. Baez gets his signal, fires with 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, outside for a ball. 2-2. As that one's low and in the dirt, so a full count now to Roger Bernardina. Scott Prince continues to warm up in the bullpen, throwing his warm-up pitches to Jurgen Marti as Bernardina foul tips that one. Stays alive.
A
Four-headed monster in the bullpen. Scott Prince warming up, Jurgen Marty doing the catching, Nick Stuyfbergen with the pitch analysis as a bullpen coach, and Lars Heijer on security detail. Shima asking, does a hitter tapping home plate with his bat before a pitch mean something? No, it's a way of grounding yourself as a hitter. As that ball gets away, so Bernardino will walk. No, it's just a way to measure your distance to the plate, more or less. It's also just something you do out of habit as a hitter. You want to make sure you can cover the entire home plate area with your bat. So tapping on the plate gives you a measurement point where you are in the box. If you're in a comfortable position to get to the bat, to get to the ball. And that brings Eugene Helder to the plate. Helder, of course, the owner of the nuke of a grand slam in the first inning. After Stijn van der Meer walked, Profar and Bernardina singled, Eugene Helder deposited the second pitch of his at-bat over the center field wall for a grand slam. He takes this one for a ball.
He'd love to get into another one here. Move Roger over.
Base hit would be nice. Keep a sustained rally going. But with 2 outs, it's going to be a bit difficult. Roger taking a fake step towards second base. Ball 2 to Helder.
Oh, no, that wasn't a fake step. That was a real step.
It was a real step. Fake steal step. A stutter step.
Roger doesn't fake things.
He faked the steal right there. As that pitch comes in and it's fouled to the Dutch dugout by Helder. That would have been ball 3, but it came right at him, so it was more of a reflex than anything, I guess. Ha! Thanks, Maha to Derp. Fun little fact, not many people know this of Bernardina. He actually played in Major League Baseball. That is correct. The thing that a lot of people don't remember is that Shari Martis also did.
Yeah, that's the one.
Whiffed on that one the other day, everyone. Too focused on the position players to remember Shai Martis' Major League Baseball stint. Hey, we're not all perfect.
No.
We're not all you, David. As Eugene
I'm
fouls
not
that.
perfect. I'm just really good.
2-2 counts to Eugene Helder.
Look at our man, Seb.
Seb, come
Look at Seb.
Bringing in the pizza. Nee, dankjewel. Immediately offering me a piece. That is Seb. Just such a nice guy. As Helder strikes out.
That'll do it for the half inning. And I've got, I have a request from our producer, Jeroen Groenemans, who we filmed eating 4 scoops of ice cream in 57 seconds this evening. He's asked if we can get a camera on Seb to see how fast he can get that pizza down.
Let's not do that.
Let's not do that. Thanks, Phil. I try.
Scott Prince has taken the mound for Team Kingdom. He takes over for Ryan Huntington, who on his end took over for Eric Mendez, who replaced starter Juan Carlos Zulbaran. So there you have that. As Scott takes his warm-up pitches. I have no idea, Arjen. I have not bought a pizza yet. You had a pizza the other day.
Yeah, it's the 14.50 euro pizza.
It's the 14.50 pizza.
It's tasty.
It's tasty. Looks good. Yeah,
It's tasty.
Looks tasty as hell. And as far as ballpark food goes, like if
You
go
know what
to
I'm saying? A full pizza at an MLB game is like
yeah,
27
it's
bucks.
27 bucks. Yeah. Heck, a beer is like 11.
I'm
so,
winning.
Yeah, we're making money eating pizza here.
Exactly.
That's how you need to look
Where
at it.
spending is saving.
Money needs to. Money makes the world go round, right? Just
Sure
gotta spend.
does.
As Scott Prince gets us underway here.
I did in the chat has just finished their ice cream. And look at this. Jeroen, in the chat, somebody says that they wish to challenge you in an ice cream eating contest this week.
That pitch is
Yeah, Jeroen scoffs at that.
low and outside for a ball to. Oh, good pitch by Scott Prince. Can't get Lester Galvan to chase, so it's a full count now. Oh, nice pitch. 82 mile an hour, two-seamer by Scott Prince. Eats up Galvan as he swings through it for the out.
Volgende man in het slagperk, linksvelder Daniel Jiménez.
There is Daniel Jiménez. He pops up the first pitch he sees from Scott Prince. Shallow center field. Kemp and Tromp retreating, and they almost run into each other. No one took charge, and that ball drops. Anything is a base hit today. Doesn't matter what happens. It fell right in between Dwayne Kemp and Jandro Tromp.
A one-out base runner for Team España.
So Philip asked, does Prince wear number 14 on purpose? No, I actually have an answer to this since 2 days ago. Apparently, and this came up because I was talking to, I think it was Seb, I forget, about Team Spain, who changed jersey numbers like 7 times in the 3 days leading up to the tournament. Every time I got a new roster, it was because someone wanted a different jersey number and they had to move stuff around. Even during the tournament, they switched jersey numbers. And I was talking to Seb about it. He says, not for Kingdom. Kingdom, you just get a jersey number and that's the one you get. And if you're a veteran, you can probably get the same number again next year.
You'll have to put in requests?
You just get the jersey number that is assigned to you. As that is hit into center field, Tromp giving chase. He will not get there. That is all the way to the wall. And Tromp throws it back in.
They're going to throw up the stop sign.
And they should have sent him because both the throw from Jandro Tromp at center field was not very strong. And Dwayne Kemp is way offline with his throw. So a double puts 2 runners in scoring position for Spain.
Takes the double play off the books.
Yeah, so for Kingdom, you're assigned a jersey number, and that's the one you get.
But as a veteran, the more caps you have, I assume there's some wiggle room there you can request.
So, yes, but nothing like Team Spain, where
not official.
They change jersey numbers every day, apparently.
They just put them in the washing machine, and whatever comes out, they just toss them around the room. Here you go. Here's your jersey for today.
As that is grounded to first base, Eugene Helder picks it up. Kemp covering, no need. He'll
Smartly done.
take the ball himself. Well played, Eugene Helder. Just looked the runner back at third, made sure he wasn't coming home. And then stepped on the bag for out number 2, and that brings up Juan Gonzalez, the number 9 hitter, who has not at all been hitting like a number 9 hitter. He's actually been very good this tournament. Philip says the number you start with is for the whole tournament. I would think so, but apparently not, because Spain did change jersey numbers mid-tournament, so there must be a clause where they can do that. I guess they can use numbers that have already been assigned, so 2 players can swap, but you can't add a new jersey number.
Ah, interesting.
So let's say I'm wearing 8, you wear 9, you want 8, I want 9. We can switch jerseys if we let the organization know. We can't add number 11 if it's not already on the roster.
Very interesting.
That would be my interpretation of that. That's a swing and a miss for Gonzalez, who's hitting .417 on Honkbalweek. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts today, though. And before the tournament, you can do whatever you want, and Spain did, because again, 7 roster changes in the 3 days leading up to the tournament. Scott Prince
gets the call.
And Lazaro again upset with Gonzalez because he's taking his time walking out of the box. And Gonzalez needs to be careful he doesn't get a time clock violation, and that would be strike 3. He's back in there in time. 1-2. Scott Prince looking for a, I would assume, breaking pitch out and away, or fastball in. He goes with the fastball in. Just gets a piece of it. Does Gonzalez.
Barely.
The translation of the Japanese sentence, as that ball is grounded to Stein van der Meer. This time he's on the money at first, and Kingdom gets out of the inning. Nice job, Scott Prince. The translation of the Japanese sentence is, I hope the Netherlands win, it's really boring. Well, I wouldn't call a 20-hit game boring by any stretch of the imagination. It's actually a very exciting ball game. But I also hope that the Kingdom wins, but that's just because I'm Dutch.
20 hits, a 4-4 game, going into the bottom of the 7th, and we're going to say that it's boring.
Well, this is a good one.
I can't imagine.
Gameface says Scott requested 14, and I know a lot of Dutch players do request. I know the rookies certainly do not get a choice.
Sure.
But maybe you can ask him next time you talk. Scott was actually behind us for like 3 hours today. He was in the stadium just hanging out.
He was supposed to come and see me up there and have an interview, but he forgot.
Oh, good for him. Speaking of interviews, by the way, we have interviews.
Can we pull one of those up?
Yeah. Do we have time for one? Who you got for us, Jeroen? Let's do Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos, let's do the JC.
You're on the hill tonight for the Kingdom.
David spoke with JC.
3-0 so far in the tournament. We know how important this one is. Tom, lights out. Lars, lights out. Shai, lights out. That's my man.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're going for. That's our mentality every tournament we go to. You know, you go out there, pitch by pitch, better by better, inning by inning, trying to put on zeros. So.
Do you have any particular strategy going into tonight? Like anything you want to be playing off the fastball?
You know what? I'm a big cutter guy now.
Ignored, buddy.
I mean,
constantly.
my younger days, I used to have more velo.
Constantly.
Now you get a little older, you need to have more movement. So I'm leaning more towards my cutter. You know, get him on the little movement, and then once they settle on that, I can let my fastball become a little more explosive like I used to be. So just got to set him up for that.
And I suppose it helps knowing the offense you got behind you.
Oh yeah, I mean, with these guys behind me, even the younger catcher, you know, we have full trust in them. So that's what's making us two really good this year. With the young guys and the old guys, we really connected together.
So win tonight. I mean, you're basically there.
I mean, we win tonight, we win tomorrow. We're just trying to win every game, you know. So
works for everybody.
Dwayne Kemp. No, Francisco, no, of course we can. I will call a neutral game, but I mean, everyone understands that I would, of course, would like the Kingdom to win. I'm not hired by an independent broadcaster. I'm hired by the Honkbalweek organization. It's good for the tournament if Kingdom makes it to the final, because then we sell more tickets. As Kemp lines one in the left field, foul. Now, of course, we want Kingdom to get as far as possible, because then we sell more tickets, because the local people will love to see Kingdom play. Also, we have national broadcasters coming on Friday for the finals.
It's a Kingdom hosted tournament.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I will applaud any good play we see for Spain.
We will be fair arbiters of the game. And I will say that for my own part,
I like Philip goes,
primarily I want to see good baseball.
That's the thing.
First and foremost, good baseball.
We've been very supportive of Team Spain's offensive barrage today, as you know, they've banged out 13 hits against a Kingdom pitching staff that's generally not giving up a lot of hits.
But at the end of the day, we are a hometown broadcast team.
Yes, it's kind of like when you watch, you know, your Cleveland Guardians, David, for instance, and that's Ustarist giving chase. Doesn't
not
quite
able to get there.
He had a great over-the-shoulder catch earlier in the game in a similar spot. This time he doesn't quite get there. No, if you watch the Guardians home broadcast or the White Sox home broadcast, yeah, they will always root for the team.
They always have a home broadcast
they work
team.
for, and we work technically for Honkbalweek, which is a Dutch tournament, and we thrive if Kingdom makes it far down the field.
Shima wants to know if there have been any home runs today.
Have there been any home runs today, David?
In fact, there have.
There have. The most recent one being the grand slam by Eugene Helder in the bottom of the first, who hit probably one of the hardest hit home runs in the tournament so far. There were no home runs in the afternoon game, but there have been a lot of home runs this tournament. I've seen more home runs this tournament than in a lot of other tournaments in the past.
It's going to get over his head.
Dwayne Kemp floats it over the head of the third baseman.
Going to make a turn and hold there.
Oh, Shima missed the grand slam. Joined in the 5th inning, so yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fortunately for you, Shima, we are live on YouTube, so you can go ahead and back that right up.
Yep. Bottom of the first inning is where you want to go.
Check it out at your earliest convenience.
In fact, start at the top of the first, because Spain scored 2 runs in the first.
They sure did.
So that, if you want to see some runs, first inning was a good one.
It's been exciting all the way around.
It's been a fun ball game. Iandito Tromp hit it on the screws. That's the second at-bat in a row that Tromp finally makes hard contact. It's right at third base. But Kemp,
unfortunate,
paying attention and diving back to first.
Team Kingdom of the Netherlands, Study Kemp.
Thanks, BPG. We're all about good baseball here. And today has been just a very, very good game. It's been fun. As that pitch is, as they try to get Kemp. Good throw by Gonzalez from home plate. So Dwayne Kemp at first, Tyreek Kemp in the box. And Baez with the pitch, just a bit outside. 2 balls, no strikes. First at bat for Tyreek Kemp today without getting an immediate pitch clock violation. So the point has been made. As that pitch is high and tight. 3-0 to Tyreek.
Tyreek 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Hitting 500 on the tournament.
Not too shabby.
Hieruit voor Tyreek Kemp. Dwayne Kemp schuift hierdoor op naar het tweede hok.
Are they pull?
Volgende man aan de slag, pitcher Sam Kuiper.
Meeting of the minds on the mound. I've said that quite a few times this week. I need to come up with something else. I just like the alliteration of the MMM, meeting of the minds on the mound.
No, I like it, man. I like it. So we're going to have a pinch hitter.
Yep.
That's going to be big Denzel Richardson, who's going to step into the batter's box in place of Sem Kauper after they issue the walk to Tyreek Kemp.
So that means that we'll in all likelihood see Jair Van Borculo doing the catching from the next half inning on.
Kingdom do have one other catcher technically on the roster.
Yes.
That would be Jurdian Marti,
who is in the bullpen right now. They will only activate him if either Kuiper or Van Borculo gets injured.
Denzel, the Hoofdklasse home run co-leader.
Takes ball one high.
So if anyone's capable of getting into one, it's Denzel.
His first at bat of the tournament. It says Sem Kuiper in the bottom of the screen for you guys still, maybe, but that will change.
He hits a fly ball out towards pretty
Way
deep left
gone.
center field.
Bang!
It's
Off the wall, off the wall, off the wall.
That gets way past the center fielder.
As Denzel Richardson
in with a triple.
Pinch hit, 2 RBI triple for Denzel Richardson. And Team Kingdom of the Netherlands take a 6-4 lead. I thought that was gone for a second.
I thought so too.
He smoked that ball. Huge hit for Denzel Richardson. All right, let's follow that up with Jandro Tromp's first hit of his international career, shall we? Infield playing in for Spain. 1 out. Of course, they're going to try to get the runner at home if they can.
And here comes the rain.
First pitch strike to Tromp.
Denzel Richardson poked a hole in the clouds.
Yes, he did. Because it is coming down. It is pouring suddenly here.
Out of nowhere. Woo.
People, yeah, you can see it on your screen. People are running to find cover. The skies have opened.
Our radar app says there's not going to be any rain at all.
It's dark though.
That's so
yeah,
funny.
and they're calling it. They're immediately halting play. That came out of nowhere.
That is spectacular.
In we go.
I can't imagine this is going to last.
As the stadium DJ is now playing Take Your Shirt Off and Wave It Around, so everyone's keeping their clothes on for now. One guy took his shirt off. You saw him on your screen there, right next to our rain delay graphic. Martin, can the game be continued after the rain? I would assume so, yes. The rain's already lightening up a little bit, and the only spot that seems to be a tad problematic right now is just behind third base. There's a puddle forming behind third base. But that looks like something our field crew should be able to fix fairly quickly. It's getting cozy here too, because we're in the press box. We're covered. We have a roof over our heads. A lot of people are seeking shelter with us here. We'll see if we can give you a POV cam from our angle where we are. There you go. There's a, even though the rain delay graphic is in the middle of your screen, you can maybe look around and you can see there's a bunch of people here standing in front of us. All seeking shelter here with us from the rain, which is already pretty much gone. But look at those people spinning their umbrellas around. Good times, man. Kan je die? Groeten aan Niels van Weert. Yes, I will say hi to Niels. Him and Seth on the row in front of us. And the rain has stopped. I'll let you know. Like we pretty much predicted. It was looking like a 5-minute rain delay. I tried to protect your laptop, buddy, because it was raining in here. Just wanted to make sure. David has returned, because while I'm doing all the heavy lifting and all the work, David just is off frolicking and hanging out with his friends.
No, not exactly. Not exactly.
Just messing with you, man.
We're preparing.
Just messing with you.
I suggest that everybody stick around.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's going to be a doozy of a post-game interview.
The tarp is coming off. We predicted this 100% accurately. Just a 5-minute rain shower, and now the tarp is coming off. I would assume there's going to be a little bit of sand thrown on the puddle over by third base. Technical Commissioner Jan Kuipers is on the field right now, and the Spanish players already on their way back out there. Yes, I do know, Philip, the team that performed human bowling during a rain delay.
Yes.
I do remember that. That was Team USA. We have video of that actually on the Honkbalweek YouTube account. If you go to the YouTube account and go to our video history, you can probably pull that up. This is way before we did anything video content related. This is basically just cell phone video that we uploaded to the YouTube account. There is definite video somewhere of Team USA doing the human bowling alley. Also jousting. There was a jousting tournament where the U.S.
I've seen that.
Yeah, it's amazing, man.
It's wonderful. My favorite's the slip and slide.
The slip and slide is
great.
great.
When they just use the tarp as a slip and slide, it's fantastic.
Luis from HWH wants me not to say hi, so Luis.
Fabulous.
Thanks, JC, by the way. Yes, Team USA was a college team. It was the collegiate national team. The top college team in the U.S. We've had a bunch of them, Philip. Frank is asking if this is your playlist, David. It's definitely not your playlist.
Definitely not my playlist. It's a party in the ballpark.
And indeed.
This is so good.
Yeah, I love this, man. This is the best. You never, you really don't want to have rain, but the moment it rains at Honkbalweek, people just, their mood is up by like a million. Like everyone's just suddenly dancing in the rain and just doesn't give a shit, to be honest.
It's so good.
And big shout out to the music crew behind us. It's a 5-headed team this year around. They are doing a bang-up job keeping the stadium popping.
We are almost ready to get back to the action. Tarp is cleared, teams are back out on the field. Umpire crew is huddling up.
I was actually lying, David. Look.
Oh, wow.
It is on my YouTube account. It's not on Honkbalweek's YouTube account. I have a rain delay theater video on my own YouTube account.
Oh, boy.
I just pulled it up. I'll when Jeroen returns, I'll see if we can pull it up on the stream. Rain delay theater.
And now the umpires trot themselves back out to their positions. And we're just about ready to get back underway. After a very, very brief rain delay, which quickly turned into a party. That is Dutch life for you. Hassani in the comments, one of the broadcasters is Dutch, one of them is not. I'll let you guess which one. So as we're ready to return to action, it will be the debutante, center fielder Jandro Tromp. The lefty digging in. He'll be facing Fernando Baez with Denzel Richardson, he of the 2 RBI triple. He stands at third base. And we are back to baseball. And there's a shot out towards center field. That's going to get down and plate Denzel Richardson. The debutant Jandro Tromp comes through with an RBI single. And just like that, the Dutch pick up right where they left off. Make sure you get that man the baseball. We talked about that in the pregame interview. We'll get you that interview in between innings. Yep, they've collected the baseball, as you do. And we roll things back over to the top of the lineup, Stijn van der Meer. So Jandro takes his lead off of first, short lead. And Stijn looks at a first pitch fastball in there for strike one.
I never left, guys. I'm still here. I was looking up the video of the...
I assure you, Jasper never left. And excuse me, we've had another pitching change for Team España. This is Reiner Cruz, the big right-hander. He misses with the second pitch, so now 1-1. 1 on, 1 out. Kingdom now up 7-4. Woo! Threw that behind him, and Stijn had to jump out of the way. He'll check signs at the third base coach.
So happy for Jandro for him to get his first hit.
Absolutely.
Just get it out of the way. All rookies now with at least one hit in international play. Two and two to count to Stijn van der Meer. Swing and a miss. And Stijn strikes out swinging.
A very rare strikeout for Stijn van der Meer.
First pitch to Profar is called a strike.
Paints that outside corner
with a
knee-high fastball.
With a paint roller.
With a paint roller.
As Profar hits it in the air in the right
That's
field.
Gonna be trouble.
Yeah, that might be trouble. Yep,
That's
going to
down.
fall.
Jandro Trump on his way to third. He's in there standing.
Profar with a single, and Kingdom still in business with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Already 3 runs home in the inning, with Kingdom jumping out to a 7-4 lead against the reigning European champions from Spain. Bernardina's due for an RBI knock here. Had a single in the first inning. As he certainly feels like he's due, because he takes a big hack, fouls it back over the screen here. More dark clouds passing over us now, but it's dry as of right now. One and one to count to Roger Bernardina. As the pitch and drilled. That might hang up.
Sure did.
Right at Engelbelt tray. Solid contact.
So good.
Yeah, he hit that on the buttons. But before all is said and done, the Kingdom team have scored 3 times, and it looks like we're getting a pitching change as Evert van het Hoen walks back out, or he's telling Lazaro, the home plate umpire, that Kingdom have a new catcher.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, Jair van Borkelo takes over.
Morgen hebben we weer een heel leuk
Doing the dance with the crowd, getting him into it.
Er zijn nog steeds tickets beschikbaar. Heb je die nog niet? Koop die nog even snel, want dan zien we jou graag morgen weer terug.
This was hysterical. I was part of that. I'm actually videotaping this. This was 11 or 12 years ago. Dancing around with Team USA.
Ik vind de livestream heel leuk. Dankjewel.
Ja, ook bedankt. Oh yeah, I remember Chinese Taipei also joined in the fun. Yeah, We can have more of that for you guys later, maybe. It was a lot of fun, man. We had a wedding on the field. One of the Americans, tiny Chinese Taipei, running out and joining everyone. It was great, man. Rain Delay Theater in the Netherlands is a thing. All right, back to baseball. Scott Prince on the mound. And he is facing Engel Beltre, who just made that catch.
He misses with the fastball, a little low and away. That one's topped.
Scott fields it cleanly, throws it over to first. Nicely done.
Nice and easy.
Engel Beltre is de eerste 0 door de actie 1-3. Aanslag voor Spanje, derde man Leo Correa.
That brings up Leo Correa. No balls, 2 strikes to Leo Correa. As he skies that into right field, but that should not phase Roger Bernardina, and it doesn't.
Sure doesn't.
Voor Leo Correa, hij is de tweede 0. Aanslag voor Spanje, korte stop, Edison Valerio.
Yes, Philip, I do remember this also. The Chinese Taipei team that was there during the rain delay theater antics that we just showed on the screen, they were so nervous to join in, they actually had to ask their coaches for permission. I remember a couple of players really wanting to join the US in all those acrobatics and funny things, and I remember them specifically turning to their coaching staff and asking them, is it okay if we go out there and have some fun? And they were allowed to join in.
Scott Prince misses with the slider, then misses with the fastball, both inside. 2 out, nobody on.
Chopped foul. Third base side, fielded cleanly by the Spanish third base coach. As Edison Valerio is 2 for 3 with 2 singles, a hit by pitch and 2 runs scored, is having another good, solid at bat against Kingdom pitching. Fouls that one off. 2-2. As Scott fires a fastball, blows it right by him, and that takes care of that. Good inning, Scott Prince. Joeri from Borklo, his catcher, fired up too. As we head to the bottom of the 8th, and we're going to be singing the Vlieger together. So we'll mute ourselves and turn up the stadium volume for you to sing along at home. I hope you sang along at home, because that is a tradition unlike no other. Singing André Hazes' De Vlieger. Shima asked, who is the fan favorite guest country here?
A great question.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know, to be honest.
It's got to be Chinese Taipei, right? Tons of fans.
They do have a lot of fans at the stadium. Yeah. There isn't a standout player that is like, because there's a popularity award here. You maybe not know that, but
I do.
At the end of the week, one player receives a popularity award. It's called the Carl Angelo Award, named after probably the most popular guest player in Honkbalweek history, as that is hit to third by Eugene Helder.
Great throw.
Good stretch at first base too by Ustariz. There's a photo of Ustariz in a full split, by the way. That's worth the. And we've had a couple of really major fan favorite players. Trent Olchen, former major leaguer Trent Olchen, who played for Australia here, once won the popularity award. A Japanese player by the name of Nakata. He is probably the biggest fan favorite I've ever. Every time Nakata would walk into the stadium, the whole stadium would stand up and cheer.
That's cool.
That guy was by far probably the most popular player I've ever seen. I forget his first name. Remember his last name was Nakata. As Kemp signals to right field.
And we have a question in the chat from Frank regarding Scott Prince. I assume that Scott Prince will be going back. So he's playing in the
in Canada,
in the Canadian League this year.
Frontier League.
The Frontier League. So I believe he will be going back to finish that season, and then my assumption is he'll be back here for Hoofdklasse playoffs.
Scott
I can't confirm that.
Yeah, Scott is listed as a member of the Ottawa Titans in Canada. Jandino Tromp has dug in. Long look in here with Dwayne Kemp at first base. Jandino Tromp hits it up the middle. That might get through. Oh, what a play at second base. They're not going to get Tromp, but a great job.
Spectacular effort from the second baseman.
That is, of course, Wander Encarnacion, Leon Martires Rodriguez playing second base in the absence of Wander Encarnacion today, who is DHing. Fantastic defensive play. Wow. That gets through, then Kemp for sure makes it the third. So instead of runners on the corners, it's first and second, one out for Kingdom, as Tyreek Kemp has stepped in. I want to give a shout out to the little fan who brought us stroopwafels just now.
Yes, please.
To come tell us how much he enjoys listening to us on the stream whenever he's not in the stadium. Gave him a big high five because I really appreciate that. That's cool.
Super sweet. And we're very grateful for everybody who
hangs out with us and talks bullshit with us.
Appreciates what we're trying to do.
Yeah, it's fun, man. Today's been a good day. Ooh, big swing by Tyreek. Out of his shoes.
As somewhat of a new member of the Dutch baseball community, I gotta say it's a team effort in every sense of the word. Players, coaches, umpires, fans, event organizers, broadcasters, producers. Everybody plays a part, and the fans are a big part of that.
100%. As Tyreek swings and misses. Strike three to the young infielder. So cute. Should have asked his name. We're going to give him a shout out on the broadcast. I just high-fived him. We had to move back on it again.
Let's see if we can find it.
Yeah. As that brings up, Jair van Borkelo, of course, came on as a defensive replacement. Sam Kuiper originally in the starting lineup as the catcher, who was pinch hit for by Denzel Richardson, who broke this game wide open in that pinch hit appearance.
Seema in the chat says, oh, damn it, now I want stroopwafels too.
I can't blame you, Seema.
No, really can't.
Jacob from Synergy, who's sitting in front of me, has been eating the fresh ones for days. Every time I see him coming back to his seat, he has a fresh, warm stroopwafel in his hands. As Jerry from Borkelo fouls it off. First base side. Pitch ate him up.
Show did.
That's a good pitch. Strike 2 to Jair from Borkelo. Must have been looking for something else. From Borkelo lines it to second base, bobbled, and that is going to score a run. That's crazy. So Rodriguez at second base makes a phenomenal defensive play just like 2 batters ago.
Yep.
And now he bobbles it. Eight to 4, Kingdom up as Kemp crosses the plate. Noah Bark is the name of the fan that brought us the stroopwafels. Marijke van Veen, Mama in the chat. Thanks so much, Noah. We were really, really appreciative. Thank you. Thank you.
Noah,
You're awesome.
I am your biggest fan.
You're awesome.
Back pick.
Jandro Tromp with a 1-ball, no strike count, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Kingdom has run away with it here. They're up 8 to 4. "26 hits between the 2 teams, 13 on each end.
Fouls that one over everybody's head and out of play.
1 ball, 2 strikes. To Jandro Tromp, who got his first international base hit in his last at-bat. As Jandro swings and a miss.
That's my cue.
You're off. I just saw Leon Ravenstein is in the chat. That's our someone I do think I know. See you, Dave. Thanks so much for hanging out. David's going to go
Always a
downstairs
pleasure.
for post-game interviews. So be on the lookout for that on all social media accounts.
I look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow.
And we'll be back together tomorrow. And I will take you home for the final half inning in all likelihood. Yeah, so make sure to follow all our social media accounts where you can, as we have a pitching change for Team Kingdom. That's Kevin Kelly. We post an unbelievable amount of video content on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. So by all means, follow us everywhere. David does post-game interviews with players from usually both teams whenever they're available. So Kevin Kelly takes his warm-up pitches. Flown in from Mexico is Kevin Kelly. Plays his everyday ball there now, after spending a bunch of seasons in the Hoofdklasse with Curaçao Neptunus in Rotterdam.
We gaan naar de 9e inning op de Hoofdbalweek Kingdom of the Netherlands. Is Scott Prins vervangen door Kevin Kelly met rugnummer 33. Voor Team Spanje de eerste man aan de slag. Eerste honkman, Jesus Ustariz.
That brings up big Jesus Ustariz. First baseman batting cleanup. As Kevin Kelly falls behind 2-0 to Ustariz, 2 fastballs, the second one at 91 miles an hour. Nice slider there. 83 mile an hour breaking pitch by Kevin Kelly, who's just been so good for so long for the Kingdom team. That's up and in. Ball 3, 3-1. And that is low, ball 4. Gives me a chance to give you a heads up on tomorrow's schedule, in case you want to tune in again. Obviously, we're back tomorrow because Baseball Week is far from over. As Lester Galvan steps in. So tomorrow we're back to our regularly programmed 3-game schedule. As that's a foul ball down the third base line by Galvan. That was close, but foul. We'll kick the day off tomorrow morning at 11:30 with the game between Chinese Taipei and Italy. Broadcasters for that game will be David and Sean Houston. For those of you who were with us 2 years ago, watching the live stream then, they may remember Sean. Sean was my semi-regular co-announcer 2 years ago. And even though he wasn't available this time around for the whole week, he loved it so much that he for sure wanted to be back for at least one game with me together. And unfortunately, I cannot make it tomorrow morning, or not exactly at 11:30. I'll probably walk into the stadium at noon. So David and Sean will talk you through at least the first part of Chinese Taipei, Italy tomorrow morning at 11:30, and I'll replace David in the booth to finish that game with Sean whenever I arrive, as Galvan floats that one into right field. We have a man there. It's Roger Bernardina. Then at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon, it's Spain versus USA. That'll be me solo as it stands right now, because David has a appointment that he needs to get to in the afternoon. He will be back though, so either he will join me partway through the game, or we'll be reunited for the 7:30 game tomorrow between Japan and the Netherlands, the all-important game between the very good Japanese side and this Dutch Kingdom team. As Kelly deals to Jimenez, strike 1. So there's your schedule for tomorrow. Chinese Taipei, Italy starts off with Sean and David. And it'll be me and Sean for the rest of the game. Spain, USA is me solo. And I will see if I can find some entertaining guests in the booth. I have a spare headset, so might as well make use of it. And at 7:30, it'll be Japan, the Netherlands, David and I. We hope you'll be with us for as much of all the games as possible. Hopefully all 3, that'd be great. Gotta say, this has been an incredibly fun game. A lot of activity in the chat. Everyone very entertaining in the way you're interacting with us as well. And if you're in the stands tomorrow, come say hi. It's easy to find me. As Jimenez lifts it into right field. Roger Bernardino under it again, out number 2. So Spain down to their last out. And that brings up DH Wander Encarnacion. Kevin Kelly, 1 out to get here to avenge the loss to Spain in the European Championship last year. Yes, Jose, Tom de Blok is on the team. He has already played this week. And there's a pretty solid chance we'll see him again at some time this week. Oh, and 1 count to Encarnacion as Kelly gets set. Oh, no, so nasty. So nasty. God, man, I love watching Kevin Kelly pitch. Oh-2 pitch to Wander Encarnacion. Kelly kicks, delivers, up the middle, base hit for Wander Encarnacion. As Kelly had to jump out of the way of that one. He was trying to blow a fastball by in, but that didn't work.
Encarnacion slaat een honkslag. Hij brengt Jesus Posteris naar de tweede honk. Volgende man aan de slag. Tweede honkman, Leo Rodriguez.
And that brings up a pinch hitter for Spain.
In het slagperk niet
Javier Monzon.
Rodriguez, maar Javier Monzon met rug nummer 13.
Javier Monzon pinch hitting for Leo Rodriguez. First pitch by Kelly is a ball for this at bat against Monzon, who was hitting 143 on the tournament. Hasn't really found sustained success just yet, but can break out at any time, obviously. As Kelly kicks and fires, it's fouled out of play for a strike. 1-1 to big right-handed hitting Javier Monzon, who wears his socks high. Love to see it, classic baseball look. And his cleats are in the same color as his socks and jersey. They're color of red, same burgundy red shade. Stylish. Pitch swung through and missed. 83 on that breaking pitch. Oh, sorry, Jose. 1-2. Kevin Kelly kicks, fires, and strikes him out with a beautiful slider. Monzon swings right through it. And Team Kingdom avenged their loss from the European Championship last year, beating Spain 8-4. 4-14-3 for Spain, 8-13-1 for Kingdom of the Netherlands. An all-around fantastic team performance by the Dutch Lions. And they stay undefeated for Honkbalweek Haarlem 2024. Player of the game will be Eugene Helder, he of the Grand Slam home run in the first inning. And with that piece of information, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. It's made the game go by a lot faster than it would have otherwise. We hope to see you tomorrow morning, 11:30. We'll be right back here, Sean and David in the booth, Chinese Taipei, Italy, with Jeroen Groenemans and Joeri Jong on the controls. Thank you so much. My name is Jasper Roos on behalf of Jeroen Groenemans, Joeri Jong, Jeroen Janssen, and also Freek van der Kooi, who helped out today with the camera work. I'll sign off here. Thank you so much. See and talk to you tomorrow.
Met deze overwinning is het nu 100% zeker dat onze mannen van Nederland donderdag in de